What's happening with the sickness? It's your boy Coop. We back at you with another one, man. This time, got my boy Waz out of Fresno, California. What's going on with you, Waz?
Oh, man, what's up with you? You know, same old. Getting it in.
Oh, man, you know, it's a pretty somber day on this Monday, man. You got to go turn yourself in for a little vacation or something.
Oh, yeah, you know, I got some legal issues that I've been dodging them since last year, so, you know, finally got to go take care of it. Hurry up and get it out the way so we can get back to what we've been doing.
So how much time you talking about, man? How much you got to sit down for?
It ain't gonna be too much or nothing. You know, I didn't did calendars, so it ain't too much or nothing. But it's probably about 4 months.
4 months. Okay, so a quarter vacation, basically.
Yeah. Let these other dudes get their game right, you know.
Then come back and slap them like you ain't never been gone, huh? You just dropped this, this Pill Gang enlistment. You want to go ahead and talk to the fan? But before we do that, man, let's go into the history of Waz, man. For people who don't probably know about Waz, he came up under the original Thizz label when Mac Dre was still here. Had Dre's stamp of approval. Why don't you go ahead, man, and tell us how that happened, man? How you and put us up on your group member YB, how y'all hooked up, and how y'all end up hooking up with Dre, man, to get in with the Thizz camp.
Okay, well, YB, that's actually my first cousin. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but you know, I'm half Mexican. That's my cousin off my mom's side. So, you know, me and him, we've been rocking forever. You know, since. Man, I think 1996 is when we first started, you know, getting our feet wet in the music game. But I was doing a lot of production in town, out of town. Specifically, it was a show that Dre had out here. It was on September 10th, I think, because I remember the next day was 9/11. And it was like 2 months. It was like 2 months before he had passed away. And he had a show out here in Fresno. We went back to my lab. You know, we rocked all night from about 12 at night to about 8 in the morning, you know. Everybody was there. Diggs was there. Tilo was there. Doobie was there. Ryder was there. Sleep Dank, you know. All the first string Thizz camp, you know. So I was playing him some beats, and he was like, man, you got it. You know, he was like, you got it. And so what happened is I went to go mess with Ryder. I went to go mess with Ryder in the Bay Area. Shout out my dude Ryder J. Clyde, Money Gang. You know, they had a studio called Disneyland, so I went out there to Disneyland, you know, sat down. Miami was there. Miami told me the same thing. He was like, man, you got it. You know, so after that, you know, I told him, I'm like, look, you know, we got about 17, 18 songs that sound like a Thizz album. You know, let's make something happen. And they was with it. Diggs was, at the time, Diggs was living in Antioch, I think, so he was kind of like our go-between. You know, and he really scooped us up under his wing and pushed us, you know. Shout out my dude Jay Diggs for that too. You know, I love my nigga forever for that. We dropped 2 albums on Thizz, one self-titled, Jay Diggs Presents the Pillionaires. The follow-up to that was Jay Diggs Presents the Pillionaires, the compilation. You know, we had everybody on there, you know, from BMF dudes to, you know, all the way down to something terrible, you know, so we covered all corners on that one. And, you know, I went on a concrete vacation as well back then, so all that is what led up to where we at now. You know, I still kept the Pillionaire imprint. That's how I started the Pill Gang, you know, with everybody's blessing from Thizz. You know, they all know we pushed the Pill Gang. We still rep the Pill, you know, and that's basically it. And so now where I'm at is I'm trying to run a micro label. You know, I'm trying to get this right, get the formula down right, and just help people in my region. You know, because I want to see them shine as much as I can. You know, as well as you know, with the little tools that I got in the game and utilize that.
So now you got your situation over at Empire, and right, and you just mentioned, you know, you got the Pill Gang, the enlistment. So this is all your crew. Is everything produced by you? Who are some of the people part of the Pill Gang right now?
I've actually laid back on production because I just wanted to actually focus more on the business end of it. So what I did is I got my bro Big Fresno. You know, he's like a brother to me. You know, I've been knowing him for 10+ years. Great guy, great producer. You know, so he has that mob sound. It's right what we was looking for, so we use him. One of my other dudes, Jay Price, this dude is amazing. You know, he's on like that Mike Will level. You know, that really bright, really synthesized sound. You know, but it's real big. You know, so I use him, and then you know I use a lot of local cats. You know, my dude Laz, me and Laz got 15 years plus history. You know, we've been producing projects out here for local cats, so I'm pretty sure anybody from Fresno, they heard of Laz from Cali Beat. You know, I just try to, you know, utilize what's good to me. I got a dude out of Dos Palos who's crazy named Beat Goods. You know, shout out my dude Beat Goods. You know, that's who I'm using right now.
And who's all part of the Pill Gang enlistment?
Okay, so as far as the Pill Gang enlistment, that's me, YD, Eastwood, my dude Drugs. We the original Pill Gang. You know, we started that back in you know, 06, 07. So we got them, and then, you know, we got a lot of the new cats that I'm working with now. Like, we got my dude Gangsta New, we got my dude Flawless at WCDT, we got Jay Price, who's also an artist as well as a producer. We got one of my youngsters from my hood coming up, my boy Young Bump, my dude G Baby. It's a lot coming over here. We got my homegirl Smurfette. You know, we even got female rappers. You know, so it's a lot going on over here. And we just trying to, you know, raise the level of music. You know, as far as even, you know, putting your projects out and how to put them out right. So, you know, that's who the Pill Gang is, and that's what we have right now.
That's in stores right now for y'all who don't know. You can also pick that up in the new Six Shop soon. We'll be reopening that, but that's also in retail stores and other online outlets. But you also got another project, man. You're gonna be releasing. I guess what when you come home. That's a
big project.
The Jacka, man. You and Jacka teamed up.
Yeah.
Well, what's the word on that, man?
Man, you know, it's been done. You know, it's in the process of getting mixed and mastered. It's 15 original tracks, all pain music. You know, it's got features from Hustler, Ryder J. Clyde, Lil Rue, Lil Tay. We got Planet Asia on there, D-Lo. You know, so it's a real big album, and you know, like I said, we didn't go far from that original concept of just pain music. You know, I've loved Jacka's music for that. It's got me through sentences in the pen, you know. So, and then when I hooked up with dude out here, he was just like, you know, let's make it happen. So, shout out to Young Bull J.A., my dude right there. But it's we looking at 3/24/15, March 25th. You know, we gonna try to keep that date for y'all as much as possible. But I mean, you know how things be with these labels and stuff. So we just gonna try to get everything clear for that. But it's called The Sit Down, the Jacka and Wise, The Sit Down.
And already done. But it's definitely coming soon. It's already wrapped up for the peoples, man. You constantly speak about this. You know, you've been having to do time for a long time. You know, you off and on. You know, so anybody know about the Pill Gang, I mean, Wise and whatnot, I mean, it was a little thing. Y'all had a little heat going on in the past years, you know, that Fresno Uncensored and, you know, some shit was going on in the streets. You want to speak on that real quick?
I mean, you know, we can, but I mean, anybody that know me or they fuck with me, you know, they know I'm a solid dude. You know, I'm far from a rat. You feel me? So I could give a fuck about what a weirdo nigga got to say. You feel me? A nigga who only say something every time I'm dropping a project. You feel me? So I don't even really care about that. You feel me? Because I mean, we active out here in the streets. You feel me? None of my dudes, we not hiding. You feel me? We not with none of that. We don't break up to make up. You feel me? We fully functioning. You feel me? So I know if a nigga told at me, I'm gonna be at his mama house. You feel me? Knocking something down. So you feel me? All I gotta say on that is I done been on 6 main lines in California. You feel me? Check my name, check my CDC number, G19262. There's not a lick of dirt on my name. You feel me? I go where I please. And you know, basically that's it. You know, Fresno niggas know what's up. Even Madera niggas know what's up. Real Cali niggas know what's up. You feel me?
Any last words? The sit down coming soon, March. The enlistment available right now. You know, we're going to see you when you get back home. We're going to fuck with you for surely. I'm going to keep your name lit, man. Try to keep you lit for these little few months on the site, you know, releasing some songs or whatever. Yeah, and but other than that, any last words for your fans, man, for the people listening?
Yeah, man, for you people out there who want that real mob shit, you know, that shit that you've been living, you feel me? Look out for me, man, you know, 'cause that's all we do in Wise. You feel me? Wise of the Pillionaires, the Pill Gang. I also got a project coming up with iRock. You feel me? So for y'all dudes, my niggas from San Diego, you feel me? We doing that. You feel me? So don't worry about that. I also got a project coming up with Ryder J. Clyde. You feel me? So, you know we doing it. We gonna keep doing it, and we ain't ever going nowhere. Pill Gang and no gang. Hey, yo, man, this is Wise of the Pill Gang. I'm right here fucking around on sickness.net, man, the #1 site for West Coast shit, man, that gangster shit.